Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss the second elements of directing, that is your motivation. In this period, we have to discuss the meaning of motivation, features of motivation, and Maslow's needs theory and its assumption. Motivation is the process of inducing subordinates to act as a desired manner to achieve organizational objective. Motivation refers to the way in which urges, drives, desires, aspirations, striving, or needs direct, control, or explain the behavior of human being. Or in short, to motivate is to induce people to act as a desired manner. Now we have to discuss the features of motivation. Following are the features of motivation. Based on motives, affected by motivators, goal-oriented behavior, positive or negative motivation, complex process. Motivation is a psychological phenomena. It is based on motives or needs of a person who is being motivated. A motive is in the form of feeling that the person is lacking something and feels a kind of tension. In order to overcome these feelings, he engaged in action which will help him to overcome all the feelings. For example, desire to buy a new car. Then number 2, affected by motivators. Motivation is affected by the presence of motivators. These motives channelize the person's action to satisfy his needs. Then goal directed behavior. Motivation leads to goal directed behavior. A goal directed behavior is one which satisfies the causes for which the behavior takes place. Positive or negative motivation. Motivation may be positive or negative. Positive motivation is the form of reward for desirable behavior, and negative motivation is the form of punishment for undesirable behavior. And last is your complex process. Motivation is a complex process because persons differ widely in terms of needs and motivation through which needs may be satisfied, and any type of motivator may not be uniform response from all persons. And it is also very difficult to judge the psychology of the human being. That is why it is very complex. Now come to Maslow's needs hierarchy theory of motivation. Motivation is a complex process, and researchers have proposed various theories of motivation to find out the answer what motive people in the organization. Out of these theories, Maslow's needs theory of motivation has attracted maximum attention of managers because it is considered as fundamental to understanding motivation. He divided the needs into 5 parts. The following are as follows, that is your basic needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and number 5 is your self-actualization needs. Basic needs or physiological needs are of primary nature and get first priority in needs of satisfaction pattern. For example, food, water, cloth, air are very essential for every human being, and all the human being required it for survive in the society. So that is why it is very essential for all of you, and that is why it is basic need, and no one can live without them. Then safety needs also known as security needs are related to protection from psychological and emotional harm in the organization. These needs are satisfied job security and financial incentives having long-term implications like retirement benefits. Then social needs also known as affiliation of belongingness needs are related to affection, sense of belongingness, acceptance and friendship. In the organization, such needs are satisfied by creating harmonious work group, rapport between superior and his subordinates, interaction with those having some having some similarity, etc. Esteem needs are concerned with self-respect, status, recognition of good work and attention. In the organization, esteem needs are satisfied by giving recognition of good work in the form of promotion, award, specialized posting, etc. And last is your self-actualization, that is your last objective of the human being, and every human being try to fulfill it by applying his full potential. Self-actualization needs are concerned with maximization of one's potential, whatever it may be. In short, it is becoming what one is capable of being. In fact, a person has a lot of potential which remain dormant till it gets opportunity to be utilized, like presentation of a challenge. In the organization, these needs are satisfied by challenging the work which require every high skills and contributes substantially to achieve organizational goal. Now we have to discuss the assumptions of Maslow's needs theory. Maslow's needs theory is based on the following assumptions. Behavior of people is based on their needs, and satisfaction of such needs influence their behavior. Number 2, people needs are in hierarchical order, starting from basic needs to higher order needs. A satisfied need can no longer motivate a person, only next higher level needs can motivate him. A person moves to the next higher need of the need hierarchy when his lower need is reasonably satisfied. Now we have to come the incentives and types of incentives. An incentive is something that stimulates a person to get it by engaging desired behavior. The incentive is divided in two parts: financial incentives and non-financial incentives. Financial incentives are in direct monetary form or measurable in monetary worth. In the contrary, organization financial incentives are as follows, like pay and allowance, productivity link relationship, bonus, profit sharing, co-partnership, stock option, perquisites or facilities, and that is your retirement benefits. All these are the example of your financial incentives, and all are related with monetary form. Now non-monetary incentives, non-financial incentives or non-monetary incentives are those incentives which are put emphasis on non-financial aspects in motivating the employees. Following are the example of non-financial motives, that is your status, organizational climate, career advancement opportunity, job enrichment, employee recognition, job security, love and affection are the bright example of your non-financial incentives. And we have to discuss one by one in financial incentives and non-financial incentives. Pay and allowances. Pay and allowances constitutes basic pay and other allowances like dearness allowances, house rent allowances, city compensatory allowances, etc. Allowances means payment to employees other than basic pay to meet specific expenses. Then bonus. Bonus is a kind of yearly payment to employees either based on organizational performance or statutory requirements. Then profit sharing. Profit sharing involves distributing a portion of organizational profit among employees if the profit exceeds beyond certain level as jointly decided by the management and employees. Co-partnership. This is involve issuing shares of employees below the market price of the share. Employees became owner of the company to the extent of their shareholding. Stock option is very popular with IT companies. And perquisites, simply called perks or facilities, are offered in various forms like car allowance, use of company's car as its own expenses, free housing, club membership, education allowances, leave travel allowances are the example of perquisites. And retirement benefits are in the form of provided fund pension, gratuity, etc. These benefits are available to employees after their retirement. Now we have to discuss the non-financial incentives. First of all, we have to discuss the status. Status involves ranking of organizational position. A positions ranked higher carries more status as compared to lower ranked positions. Status in an organization of reflected in job title, size and furnishing of individual work cabin, company car, exclusive parking space, etc. Status motivates employees to a great extent. Organizational climate. Organizational climate indicates the characteristics which describe an organization and different it from other organizations. Some of these characteristics are individual autonomy, consideration to employees, reward orientation, risk taking, respect of each other are the example of your organizational climate. Career advancement opportunity. A person does not simply join in organization for a job but for his career. An organization may motivate its employees by providing them career advancement opportunity and developing them to progress on their career paths. Job enrichment. Job enrichment is a technique through which jobs made more motivating. In job enrichment, more responsibility is added to the job scope of using variety of skills in a desired way, and more autonomy is provided for job performance. Employees recognition. Employees recognition involves acknowledging good performance shown in the employees through praise, appreciation, award giving, etc. Recognition is important for employees to satisfy their self-esteem. Then job security. Employees needs reasonable level of job security. The need of job security gets higher priority in needs of hierarchy in the time of economic slowdown. Thus, an organization can motivate in employees by ensuring their job security. Then that is your employees participation. Employees participation means involving employee in decision making on issue related to them. This creates a feeling in the employees that they have important of the organizations, which became motivating for them. Thank you. Have a nice day. And next period we have to discuss the third function of third elements of directing, that is your leadership. Thank you. Have a nice day.